Eddie, what's going on, baby? Oh,
Yeah, right. So
oh,
What I miss, man? What I
no,
miss?
we'll
we'll
text it
text.
to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll.
That's what I'm
Yo,
saying. I said what?
yo, really?
When y'all hear this is gonna be monumental.
Oh
man.
yeah,
When
this has not been
yeah.
announced yet. This will be massive. Eddie, we'll text you right now. We were talking
Okay.
about the pitfalls of the WNBA playoffs starting on Sunday and running in conjunction with NFL football games all day long.
It's tough for them, right? Because they have to do the season in this way. I think they decided long ago they're not going to run at the same time as the NBA, the MNBA, as some people like to say. It's also an issue for them just running consecutively with college, so you get this small window and you just have no choice but to go against NFL Sundays. They started game one of the finals on a Sunday last year. And again, they get the best viewership they've had in so long, but you got to wonder how many people uh, running into that and going, yeah, I'm going to watch football. They're also not playing Monday. There's only 8 series, so they're limited in that as well. I was kind of surprised they were off Monday, but scheduling with the W has been many a fan's complaint for a long time now. There's really no way to rectify it though, unless they're going to play at the same time as college basketball, which they don't like to do, and the NBA, which they don't like to do. They're stuck doing this. They're going to play September, October, and they're going to go against the NFL, and there's kind of nothing they can do.
I think it's time to make the move. I think it's time to flip the schedule. I was telling Damien, we have adjusted for our whole lives of, women's college basketball, men's college basketball. Attendance and ratings are perfectly fine. We're used to them playing at the same time. I think we would do the same thing if you added the WNBA going on at the same time as the NBA. Maybe get the schedule straight where they start their playoffs late March, early April. So it's right before the men's or the NBA's playoffs. But I think it's time. I think they have to get away from the NFL. Like
there's something to it. I also think I honestly think a bigger issue for them is getting off of the college basketball schedule, because you have your stars who you look at last year. Caitlin Clark hit a wall, Angel Reese hit a wall. Luckily, they got the Olympic break to kind of get back right and then finish strong. But it happened again this year with a lot of their rookies, whether it was Kiki Arifin or Paige Beckers. They all had this wall of like, yo, I've been playing basketball for 10 months. Right. It's time to stop. And you've seen some of them talk about that in their extra interviews as well. So I think that's almost as big an issue. If you feel like our audience isn't overlapping so much with the NFL to where we're that concerned, that's a bigger issue. And I'm with you. I think it's time. The problem is women's tournament is the premier women's basketball situation at the moment, especially the Final Four. So they're not moving. You have to adjust to that. And so, what do you do there? Because if your playoffs go against the Final Four, the Elite Eight, the Sweet 16, you're losing audience there as well. So I think it's something that they will discuss in the future. I think the arenas aren't as big an issue. I know I'm saying this as the Valkyries are going to play their first and only playoff game of this year in a different arena down the street. And I know we're from the area and we know Chase to San Jose isn't so far, but you would love for that to be in the Chase Arena in San Francisco, right?
Yeah, so it's not close. No.
Yeah,
like I had someone say to me yesterday, like I'm not like they want to go to the Valkyries. They're not going to go to the SAP Center to do it.
I mean, we all know, like we have our mindset of what the Bay is, and then and it's like, I guess you guys call Vacaville the Bay, and it's like I guess San Jose counts, but that is a way out the ways. So it's like, yeah, it's tough. It's tough to see them do that. I mean, we had a situation where the Liberty had to play their Commissioner Cup championship in another arena because they couldn't get Barclays for that particular day. So there is some overlap that you have to deal with as well. But look, where there's a will, there's a way. And the W commands that audience now, especially in those cities where they are playing in arenas each and every night, like Brooklyn, like Indiana, like Chicago, you will find a place to do this if there's going to be 20,000 people that's going to show up and pay 80, 90, $300 to get in. So it's something to look at, and this is a league that's on the way to with maybe a lengthy lockout. So what better time than now?
Yeah, that like, how do you feel? Like, I have this pegged as a disaster for the W if they lock out. Like, this couldn't be more ill-timed. Like, they're like, everything with them is white hot right now. You even headed into these playoffs, you have this incredible story of the Las Vegas Aces, who haven't lost in over a month. You have Asia Wilson, who I think is staring at her 4th MVP and, walking down Diana Taurasi for GOAT status at this point, and having the potential of this all leading to a lockout is brutal to think about.
I think if you look at the transcendent stars that you've put in the league, and we may lose time off their career as they're burgeoning megastars. If you're the players, you're saying, yo, it's the perfect time. We have leverage and we need to get what we want. And we're watching money come into this league. If you're ownership, if you're the commissioner, you're saying, look, when we show you the books, it's not as sweet as you think. But this has been coming to a head for a while. To give them 9% of the basketball related income is embarrassing, and it has to be rectified. I think eventually it will. I think luckily for the women who play, you have options in the off season. You have places to get money, whether it's unrivaled, whether it's overseas. But yes, it couldn't be worse timing. It couldn't be. And, that's after a topsy-turvy season. But you have even, the stud buds in Minnesota kind of crossing over into this mainstream. And the league is as popular and is visible as it's been since it started, right? Since the mid-90s. You can't lose time with this. You just can't. And the problem, I think, for the league as well is these stars are transcendent in the sense that they're influencers unto themselves. Caitlin Clark can survive a year without the WNBA. Angel Reese, Paige Beckers, all these, Asia Wilson, they're such stars now. They can survive a year without the W. The W can't survive a year without them. So hopefully it comes to a resolution, but nothing I've heard sounds like it's going to happen fast. I think the one thing, if you're holding on to a little bit of hope, is to say the W off season is incredibly long. October to April is crazy long, and that's plenty of time to get a deal done. But we know how business works too. This isn't done by Thanksgiving. Christmas comes, and then it's January, and if it isn't done, if it's not, we starting all over then, and then it just gets worse and worse and worse. So I'm with you. It's as bad as it could be, but hopefully that means the players get what they need and they come back stronger than ever.
Two things that is going for the players right now. Well, there's 3 things. Obviously, the popularity of the game and the popularity of these ladies right now is at an all-time high. We've never seen it in women's basketball the way we see it right now. So that's one. But number 2, you got Unrivaled. And that's not going to help everybody, but Unrivaled gives them an alternative, or at the very least for some of them, allows them to stay afloat if they got to sit out for a whole year. And that's going for them. The third thing is, if the WNBA and the league, not the players, but the league, the front offices, how would they navigate these new owners in Toronto, these new owners in Golden State, new owners in Portland? I put a lot of money into this, saying that we were going to be playing and I'm going to get some ROI in this situation. What you mean we're not playing for 12 months?
Yeah, that's a great point.
And they might feel the pressure from those owners in particular to say, like, nah, you guys give them what they need. We need to, like, get people in these seats, get some revenue going here. And it seems like it might be good timing for the players to put their foot down in this situation.
And you got a nice crop of players that are on their way to the league as well. And you don't want to get in the way of that either. So there's a lot working against the league as far as a stoppage goes, but it sounds like we're headed there and they're not close. And that's unfortunate. But if you're unrivaled, you're like, hey, we were ahead of the curve here. We're ready. We just added 2 new teams. We just expanded our rosters. Nafisa Collier, Alex Bazell, they got big plans for this, and it isn't supposed to just be a pit stop in the off season. It's gonna be fascinating to watch, and like I hope they get it together. I really enjoyed this season. I've been more locked in with it than I have been in years. I got my WNBA shirt on right now, but I don't have the highest hopes. I know I'm like a cynic in general, but I don't have the highest hopes this is gonna happen fast.
Hey, did you have something else on the WNBA?
Okay, no, go ahead.
Because it's always something with Eddie. It's always something. Hey, what's that plaque behind you, man? What's that plaque behind you, man? Come on, man. Tell the class. What's the plaque, man?
Tune into the Joe and Jada podcast, man. Good stuff over there, man. That's
for the radio audience. This guy's got like what did they give you that for 1 million views or something, or 1 million subscribers? One of them YouTube plaques.
I think that's 100K, but we on the way. We on the way. Come on, man. You see, I'm setting up my backdrop. I'm trying to be a content creator like y'all.
You got to see that's how I dream to be.
Hey, is it time to laugh about the Niners yet, or we gotta wait? We gotta wait till the commercial.
We want to know. We on our way to 2-0. What you talking about? What you talking about?
Hey, I'll tell you this. I'll tell you like this, and then we can move on to like real conversations to this. What I seen a tight end and a defensive end do to the Washington Commanders yesterday, I'm like, I looked at the train prices to go next weekend to see the Raiders versus the Commanders. Because if we go up 3-0, my boy, if we go up 3-0, because we're beating the Chargers, we are like the Chargers are the Chargers, they are children. If we go up 3-0 against my boys' team, and when we talk about going,
oh yeah,
it's just gonna be Friday. 2:15 is just Raider hour at this point. Like y'all know.
Need to make that move.
I'm all for it. If they beat the Chargers, yeah, there's going to be a lot more Raider hours because that's the game that's like, okay, this is they got something.
I text Kevin yesterday, say, yo, Brock Bowers, if homeboy for the Packers is doing this, Brock Bowers got about 210 on y'all and 3 tutties. I'm ready.
And look,
hell chasing him around.
Eddie, you would know this. This little Raider history here, going back to the scene of the crime. To a certain degree, this is where it all ended. Obviously, we talk about Derek Carr's leg getting broke the year before, but this was this. I'll never forget. Raiders were 2-0. Oh, yeah. Marshawn Lynch was dancing on the sideline, and they had a Sunday night in Washington, and they got mad at Derek Carr in the locker room or whatever. And
let me tell you, because they did a lot of PR after that to kind of diffuse that situation. The way I heard it, all the rumors you heard was true. All the it was
the karma. Right that wrong. Y'all got a chance. Y'all have a chance to right that wrong right there in where they not Landover. Where are they at?
No, that's right. Isn't it
Landover?
Isn't it? Because it's still RFK, right? They haven't moved.
Yeah. Same one.
Yeah.
FedEx. What was it? FedEx
or FedEx? Yeah.
We got a black quarterback for first time over a decade. So I'm rolling with the karma for the Raiders with that one right there. I'm with that.
Who was was DeMarcus the last one?
Nah, I think it was
Jason Campbell.
Campbell, yeah.
Was Aaron Brooks a Raider too?
Aaron Brooks was, but I think that was.
He's talking about. You're talking about the Raiders. I thought she was talking about. I thought she was talking about Washington.
I think Jason. No, Terrell Pryor was probably the last black quarterback.
All that illegal activity at Ohio State.
We sent him to a whole nother position. He was dogging it out so bad, man.
Terrell Pryor,
another position.
Terrell Pryor was the reason that they said Lamar Jackson sucked. Hey, just go play wide receiver, kid. Just go catch the ball.
Hey, what y'all know about Ronald Curry though? Remember Ronald Curry?
Come on, man.
The Raiders as a receiver, but he was the number one. Think about this in 2025, if this would ever happen. The number one football player and the number one basketball player in the country as a pro. That was crazy.
Real dog.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for Raiders Chargers on
it's gonna be
Monday.
Fun.
Yeah, let me not talk too crazy because it would be the Raiders thing to lose this game. So
Herbert looked good.
The Chargers are good.
Herbert looked good.
The Chargers are better than I want them to be, but I'd love for the Raiders to put them down.
Herbert was throwing that ball around the field. You know who was too? Michael Penix Jr. He was throwing the ball over that field. He didn't get the win, but man, they might got a dude. they might have a dude in Atlanta. I just, you know, he wears a wave cap with no hair. I don't know. I'm not here to judge him, but
That's how we
he
move.
can throw that football though.
That's how we move.
Well, Kenny does too.
Yeah, that's how we move sometimes. Sometimes you
I
just
said
want to
I'm not judging.
Kenny be doing IG videos with the do-rag on, like, oh, that's cool.
I said I'm not
My
judging.
son always like, why are you wearing that wave cap? I said,
Why don't you mind your business, kid?
Yeah, hey, sit down. If I start asking why you wearing what you wearing, how you don't play this game, young fella?
Were you surprised that the things went so smoothly for the Raiders? Like Geno looked great. They look composed.
I wouldn't say smoothly because he threw a nasty pick, and I was just, it's over. But but I thought this was a game they could win. My thing with the Raiders, I look at the coaching. They look like a prepared team. They look like a professional team of like adults. And I said it a few weeks ago. It's good enough to win 9 games this year. Maybe miss the playoffs, maybe make it. But I'm here for competence for the Raiders for 2025. I'm here for that. So I wasn't surprised. I think they have an actual challenge this week in dealing with the Chargers and dealing with Herbert. And we see what that defense does with a guy who can throw the ball the way he can. But no, I think this is going to be a decent team. I think, you know, we got a chance to sneak in if the season goes right. The most surprising thing to me for the week was the Chiefs. Like they just, you know, I can't get worried about the Chiefs, but I was surprised watching them just look lethargic.
I made a bold prediction. I don't think they make the playoffs this year.
Woo! That is bold.
Playoffs.
I
think Denver and San Diego, or Denver and the Chargers are better than the Chiefs. And who knows what the Raiders are? So I just
can't bet against that quarterback.
That's fair. I understand.
I just can't. And then like I've seen them do it enough firsthand, so I can't do it.
Might be staring 0-2 and right in there, right in the face.
Before I don't know how much time we got. Before we
we're fine. We're good.
Okay, well let me just ask then. You got Bud winning this fight?
I do.
Okay.
I've talked to you about it before. If this was 3 years ago, 2 years ago, Canelo just too big and strong, still fast, still got it. I see enough slippage from Canelo to think Bud might be able to do this. I think it'll be a decision though. Like I don't think
think he can hurt Canelo. If he hurts Canelo and finishes him, he might be the GOAT. Like he might just be the
ain't nobody ever hurt Canelo. That chin is.
If he hurts Canelo, he might just be Sugar Ray Robinson. Like he might be that great. And I think Bud is incredible. But like not to boggle down the conversation with boxing. I think it's gonna be a great fight. I think it's gonna be a fight that actually lives up to the hype because both them dudes want to fight. You know what I mean? My one concern is obviously the size, and I think this is the first fight in like 4 years that Canelo is actually taking serious in the sense of like he's a challenge. Like I'm not going out there just beat up on. He's a challenge, so I think we'll see a better Canelo. It's gonna be the size. If Bud can hit hard enough, he's could win this fight. But I'm picking Canelo. I'm picking Canelo by decision.
Stick and move.
He looks good though. His body looks good. They both do.
Bud can stick and move. He's gonna, like you said, he's competitive. He's gonna engage with him at some point. And that could get dangerous. But if he can stick and move and box, I think he's got enough foot speed to stay out of Canelo's way.
He doesn't look small. Like they're almost the same height. He doesn't look small. Again, we'll see in the ring. But it's gonna be a great night. It's just regular Netflix. I'm excited. Not to do a commercial for
you. You don't have to pay extra for it.
Nah, dude. Yeah, turn it on just like you would the Cowboys doc. Okay,
lock in, Damien. Come on, man.
I'll tap in. Don't want to be left out of the conversation next week. Did you watch Adam Silver earlier this week?
I seen bits and parts. So are we talking about Kawhi or are we talking about the highlight league? Because
all of it, but like after that highlight league thing, like so we caught the highlights, we played the clips of it on the show. we're like, man, this is rough. Like, this is really unlike Adam Silver. Like, it looked like he wasn't even prepared for that. Then I watched the whole thing, and I was like, this was Adam's worst moment as commissioner. Like, he looked terrible up there. I think the thing that, I mean, because it feels like he might be setting the table with the Kawhi Leonard stuff, and we could get to that. But I think the thing that really actually upset people was the highlight league.
Can I, like, I'm going to just be the bad guy. He's right. He's right. And people get mad at this type of stuff because you start telling on yourself. A lot of people watch basketball as a highlights first situation. You know, we're unks. We miss Sports Center when they played highlights. You know why? Because highlights are fire. Like, I love highlights. And a lot of people consume the NBA like this, and those be the people arguing with you the loudest in your barbershop or on your timeline or whatever. So he's not wrong. Now, much like Angel Reese, sometimes you can be right, but just be loud. Like, you don't have to say everything. What got me about him was like, yeah, I'm not lowering the prices to watch the NBA. Y'all got to just lock in. Like, y'all got to. And so I've seen a lot of people complain, but like 300 million Americans have Amazon Prime. Like, you can watch the NBA still. You know, they went where the audience was, and they went with a more modern audience. So not to defend what he's saying, but he's kind of right. I just don't think he should have said all that out loud. Just carry on the facade a little bit.
That's the thing. He's 100% correct. He's 100% correct. And he has been one of the commissioners in that league, has been the commissioner of, like, you want to pirate the games? Like, go ahead. Let me tell you where to do it. You know what I mean? Like, he's right.
And you best believe he got the
data. Don't say that. You leave that alone. You just say something like, hey, you know, hopefully, you know, we can work something out where this is something where it's whatever. But you don't say go watch the highlights.
You just look. He has the data to back it, which is why he said that. But it's also, if you want to do a quick little fake fact check, you look at everybody's complaining about the ratings the last few years, and they're dipping and they're doing this and they're doing that. Go look at the retweets. Go look at the views. Go look at the Instagram reel views, all of that stuff. Because I'll tell you like this, as somebody who's worked in multiple platforms, multiple social media teams, NBA is king on the internet, and nothing else compares. It is king. You post NBA all season long. You post NBA all year long. It crushes everything. He knows that. That's why they're fighting over social media rights all over the place, because they know they're worth money. But again, just because you're right don't mean you got to say it out loud. Much like Angel Reese, keep some of that stuff to yourself.
You know who I think lives by that, by what Eddie just said about engagement? The WWE.
Oh yeah,
I think the WWE, like, how often do they tout YouTube views, engagement numbers on Twitter, like social media activity, like Logan Paul is the most, like they find a way to, like, we're you know, gone are the days of 6 million people watching, or 6.5, 7 million people watching, and these, you know, extravagant, you know, Nielsen ratings numbers. It's like, no. This is how many people saw our content on YouTube. This is how many people saw our content on, you know, Instagram, Twitter, social media as a whole. Like, they absolutely live off of that now.
And please believe everybody's trying to follow suit. There's a reason why Mr. Beast who's on your Chiefs Chargers broadcast. There's a reason, like, people are leaning into the creator ecosystem, the influencer stuff. Like,
what was the kid who was in the Rumble?
Speedy. I saw Speed. And again, the WWE is great at that, and the NBA is too. The NBA does influencer league at Summer League, and they bring these guys out and they have them play basketball. So it's like, there's an influencer economy that they're tapped into, and there's a reaction world that they're tapped into as well. And they have a ton of those guys who blow up off that. Speed blew up from playing 2K, and now he's one of the biggest, most influential streamers in the world right now. So it's like, the NBA is right to say, yo, y'all are watching these kids react to our highlights more than you're watching these games. You're not watching the third quarter of Hornets Pelicans. I know you're not. But if Zion dunks, you're going to see it and talk about it. And so is your favorite streamer. So you're not missing nothing. And again, he's right. Unfortunately, Now, then they go to sell the TV rights. And the thing you always got to remember, and this is the cynic me, the NBA got y'all. If y'all listening on ESPN radio right now, NBA got y'all. Y'all going to watch the games. I need the kids to pay attention too and buy shirts and stuff and make things trending. And that's what Adam's focused on. He knows Eddie Gonzalez is going to watch the damn game. He need Eddie Gonzalez's the fourth to watch and share it with his friends too.
Facts. By the way, you saw your boy Trips made it official today with Turkey Al-Sheikh.
Saudi Arabia was official today.
Turkey involved. I guess I wouldn't be too surprised, but yeah.
We need way more time. Like I need to do way more research or something because I don't understand what they're doing. Not the WWE, the Saudis. Like I don't understand. They just want to run sport. Like I don't, and I'm fine with it because we watching Canelo and Bud Crawford fight, and we about to watch Rock and Roman Reigns probably with this, but I don't get like they just want to be involved. Like they just want to kick it.
Specifically, Turkey.
I swear to God, if I hear The Rock's goddamn name involved in this WrestleMania,
you know it's going to be.
Oh,
you know it's a good call. You know it's going to be.
I cannot wait for the stare down Roman. It's like, yeah, we're gonna decide the real tribal chief in 2027.
In 2027,
Turkey.
The Rock is going to demand we announce the main event tomorrow.
Turkey.
Let's make history.
He's gonna do it in the ring after Canelo wins. Like
announce the main event 3 years in advance. The Rock will be. This is 2027. What year is it right now? 2025. The Rock will be 55 years old.
Yeah. Get ready to learn.
Get
ready to learn Turkey's language. He treats sports maybe like a lot of people would. Like no rhyme or reason. I just want to see these things happen because he's got the money. There's no rhyme or reason to Canelo Crawford. I just want to see these two fight. Here's the money to do it. No rhyme or reason for 5-year-old Rock to be in the main event. Let me see it.
Yo, he bought the zone and said, yo, no more pay-per-view on the zone. Just pay for the zone and you get all the fights. It's fine. I'm like, so he's not making money. He doesn't care. He just wants to do dope stuff. Like, what a guy. Like, if this is just PR, I don't get it. So, like I said, I got to do more research or something because I'm grateful for it. I just don't. What's his angle? Like, what's he doing here?
The killer is the only bad thing is he'll just do stuff with no rhyme or reason. Like he might say, "Hey, I want to see the Lakers play the Rockets. Is this part of the season?" No, I just want to see them play. Like what? He can do it,
and they got to play here too.
Yeah, exactly.
On my time too. So you're gonna watch it at 4 a.m. in LA, but it'll be a game.
Yeah.
LeBron James is going to start a basketball league in Saudi Arabia. They're going to pay him like $10 billion.
And that's a low bar.
Yo, you got to remember, at the end of the day, it's all about the money, kids. I hate to break it to you, but it's all about the money.
Real quick, I saw a tweet from you earlier in the week. You kind of over this Kawhi stuff?
It's just like a boring story to me. Like
I
love Pablo, right? That's my guy. It's just like I feel like I only see other writers going, look at this story. Wow, Pablo, he's doing so great. And it's like I don't see too many fans all beat up about this. It's like for one, it's the Clippers, so like you kind of don't care. And for two, it's just like they paid him some money. Like I'm sure everybody's doing so. It's just a boring story to me. One of the things I keep hearing is like, how do you prove it? What even happens if you prove it? And nobody thinks Kawhi is going to get suspended for a year or nothing. So it's like Ballmer's going to lose some money. He's the richest guy that we've ever known. Like we don't care about that. That's my thing. It's like it's a September NBA story. Once they're doing media day and Kawhi no answers all of this, hopefully we're back to basketball and we can move on.
Why no answer? It's gonna be hilarious.
And that's the great thing is like it's the NBA player who isn't going to talk under any circumstance.
He already wasn't going to talk, and now y'all got him in this controversy. He about to just like literally just deadpan, like stare at the person answering, and then next question. Like
it's the biggest shot in the history of the NBA playoffs. The craziest finish to a game I've ever seen. Celebrates with his team, and then straight face doesn't care when he's doing the interview. Just has nothing.
Yo, he's at the U.S. Open with wired headphones on, and I got nothing against wired headphones. I partake, but I'm like, dude, enjoy the night. Have a honeydews.
That's gonna be hilarious. Like he's not even gonna give him a no comment. He just gonna, like Eddie said, he's just gonna look at him.
I don't even think they're gonna put him out there.
I think he technically has to.
Well, so the thing is,
they're definitely not gonna make him.
But well, maybe they put him out there, but there's gonna have to be a, hey guys, the investigation is still going on. Don't bother asking Kawhi anything because he has been instructed and flat out told by the NBA and by us, you can't talk about this. So you're wasting your time if you say a single word to him about this.
And we're in the world of like reporters trying to have their moment and just like be the tough. So somebody's gonna be I'm gonna ask the tough question, and then Kawhi's just gonna say next. Like he's gonna look at the PR guy and move on. Like, it's just, you got your viral moment, random LA reporter. Congrats. But
you've also been banned from the Intuit Dome.
Like, now you can go to the Intuit Dome.
And suddenly your Microsoft iPad doesn't work or Microsoft tablet doesn't work anymore. The bomber shot down.
Don't know why that'd be so funny. I'm gonna ask him. I'm gonna do it. Just like,
I remember Kyrie called out the one dude. He was like, "You're doing it. You're having your moment right now. Is this what you wanted?" I was like, "Thank you, Kai. Thank you, Kai." Kai just caught it and he was like, "Nah, you're not doing me like this, chill."
Eddie, we appreciate you, man. Thank you for making time for us, brother. We appreciate these Fridays. They're always fun.
Of course, fellas. Go Raiders. You already know.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I mean,
yes, sir.
Play the young mouth, man. Can we